Hey there guys, it's me again. This time I'm with Russ. He's the lead producer and founder of Payload Studios. Russ, thank you very much for appearing on this.
Hi.
What is your game?
My game is TerraTech.
Yep.
So TerraTech is a procedural, open-world, physics-based exploration game, all about building vehicles and different designs and exploring the world with them.
Fantastic. So when you say crafting, what is there actually you can craft? Can you craft your own bases? Can you craft, is it just limited to robots?
So any of the building blocks in the game can be crafted. The idea is you're a sort of intergalactic miner sent to alien worlds to harvest resources and refine them and send them back to Earth.
Yeah. And
you get a modular vehicle that you make out of blocks, a little bit like Lego bricks.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and so you start out with a small selection of pieces to build from, and then over time you can discover more ones, either by crafting them, by gathering resources and processing them, or by scavenging. Because when you explore the world, you find other miners like yourself, and you can fight them. And all the bits that you shoot off in combat, you can pick up and stick on your own craft.
So when you destroy an enemy, you can even rub it in their faces by saying, I'm now using you to make my robot better.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate way to do that, to shine them on, is if you like shoot off their gun, take it, and then shoot them to death with it.
T-Bad is now a thing of the past. Every game should employ that. So when you say you can have like resources, do you have to, do they gather over time automatically? Or
no, you have to go out and get them.
You have to actually go out and get them yourself?
Yeah, it's a limitless procedurally generated terrain. It's all done with algorithms and it goes on forever basically. Yeah. And in that terrain there'll be loads of natural recurring resources. You know, there'll be trees, rocks, different types of crystals and so on. Everything you see you can mine, either with drills or by shooting or some other method. And all those things you can then cart back to your base where you can refine them. And the refined resources can either be sold for currency or can be used to produce new components. So the currency that you earn by refining, you'd use to unlock technology blueprints, which increases the number of things you can build.
Brilliant. So is there a limitless way you can customize? Because I know I've seen the game briefly. I know I've seen, let's say, when you shoot off something or you scavenge something, you can add it to your robot.
Yeah.
How far can you go as a customer? Can you customize color, guns, stuff like that?
So at the moment, you are limited to all the pieces that you find. You can stick onto any free attachment point in any orientation.
Okay, yeah.
And there are about 60 or 70 pieces. We're adding to them all the time. In the eventual game, when it's complete, there'll be several hundred.
Wow.
We don't currently have any method for customizing colors, but that is a popular request, and so we will be engaging with that to some extent.
Yeah.
We do have a skin system that we're bringing along where you can unlock new skins for different corporations and make all of their pieces look different. We have some limited edition skins, for example, for anyone who buys our beta right now during EGX, there will be a limited white sort of pro skin for the GSO corporation.
See guys, you're jealous already, aren't you? You're jealous. I might have to get this.
That's the idea.
So you spoke briefly about your influences about Lego. Am I right in saying that?
Absolutely,
To me, crafting, whenever you say the word crafting to a gamer,
yeah,
there's really only one thing that pops to mind, is Minecraft. And I know you probably hate that stigma about a crafting game. What makes your game so different?
Yeah, I mean, we don't see it as a stigma because it's great to be associated with such a popular thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a particularly big Minecraft player, but I do love that genre. Actually, Terraria was the one that really hooked me.
Yeah.
I love that game. But I guess in terms of influences, I'd say Lego is the biggest one because it goes back to something that, you know, I played when I was a kid. All the team did as well.
If you haven't played with Lego, you haven't lived, folks. Seriously.
Right. You know. And there was a game called Captain Forever a few years ago, which is like a 2D space sim type game where you snap things together out of blocks. I love the simplicity of that. And then what TerraTech does that's really cool is it allows you to do that in 3 dimensions and gives you a lot of more different kinds of physics and mechanics to play with.
Yeah.
So I would say there are probably a lot of influences that we have. We're kind of big gamers, but we definitely wanted to be somewhere in this sphere of exploration and creative kind of building and, and you know, crafting.
And yet you've not stuck yourself with just building. You have added that combat element, which will appeal to a lot of players that just want to go out and shoot stuff.
Absolutely.
But it has a purpose. It's not just there because you want to shoot stuff.
Yeah.
It's there because they might have better stuff than you, or is it they might want your stuff and they might attack you?
Yeah, loads of different reasons. One of the things that's actually most fun about going to shows like EGX is you get to see different people sit down and play and watch how they play. And there are so many different styles. There are some people who literally just want to shoot stuff.
Yeah.
They don't care about any of the rest. Other people will avoid combat because all they want to do is craft and harvest and process and kind of build up methodically. And then some people are just explorers. They don't care about the rest of it. They just want to see where the world goes.
Fantastic. So I saw in one of the games that I saw when I went up to speak to Jamie, I think it was, there was grass. I believe you had like a wooded level for wood or for other resources. Then there was another guy on the other screen that was in a desert landscape. Is that all part of the same world, or do you have to? Do you have to travel to other aspects of it?
You have to physically travel to see the different regions.
And each region gives it its own...
That's right, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
It's a feature that we've recently added, in fact. We've had different environments for some time, but they were separate worlds.
Yeah.
And we've recently recoded that so that as you explore, it will gradually transition from one to another. Yeah. So we have the grassland biome that you start in with lots of trees and resources, the desert, which is big and wide open, and then we have some mountains, which are very steep, and they have a lot of a particular kind of rock that has a useful resource. And we also have a kind of a flat lands, like a sort of salt flats environment. Yeah. It's quite empty and very flat. Good for doing like high-speed challenges and drag races.
So you've got different resources. Do you require different vehicles to harvest these resources, or can you just go around shooting them with your gun?
So at present, in the current beta, you can basically just shoot stuff. Okay. In some of the work we've got coming up, we're going to customize the different types of damage and rebalance that for different types of weapons and tools. Yeah. So the Geocorp Corporation, for example, will be specialists at kind of drilling and hammering. They'll be very good at rocks and crystals and stuff because they've got powerful tunneling bores and drills and things. But there'll be other corporations that are better at harnessing other types of resources.
Fantastic. So what console is this available at the moment? Is it PC primarily?
Right now,
Steam,
right now we're on Steam, so PC and Mac.
Yeah, guys, links at the bottom right now. You see it scrolling there. Go down, check it out. It's brilliant, seriously.
And we will have Linux support coming in the pipeline as well.
Fantastic.
We do have plans to go onto all the other major platforms, consoles, definitely the current generation. And ultimately, we think we will go mobile as well, probably tablets, but that's a bit further off. Yeah.
So do you have like a place that people can talk to you at or engage with you about your game?
Absolutely. So we have a few different channels. We have Twitter. We're very active on Twitter at TerraTech Game. We're on Reddit as well. Yeah. We have a Twitch channel. Every day, 5 p.m. UK time, every weekday, we stream for at least half an hour on Twitch.
Oh, fantastic.
That's twitch.tv/TerraTech Game.
So is that so you can see what the game looks like, how it plays, or do you have behind-the-scenes stuff as well?
We do. We show some actual development stuff. We show you us working in Unity, creating new content. We also run competitions. We do weekly challenges. Wow. We have like a ladder for different challenge modes that we have in the game. We have stuff like that. And also we have a forum. So the forum, I think, is currently for beta backers only, although we may open up an area of that for general purpose.
It's just so you can spot things that need changing or certain things like that.
Right, we try to be as engaged as possible with the community. So you can get to all of that from our website, which is terratechgame.com.
Fantastic. Well, Ross, thank you so much for your time. It's been fantastic speaking
pleasure.
to you. Enjoy the rest of the expo, and I wish you all the best for your game.
Cheers.
Thank you.